Hello everyone, my name is NEGUSTITA and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hold on, okay, cool. So basically y'all, here's the plan. Less than 25 minutes to record this video. I just thought I'd upload something for my YouTube channel, my tarot channel, just because I also have a passion for spiritual awareness, and it's hard to stay spiritually aware in this you win stupid prizes game. But anyways, so I'll be using this crystal here. It's a selenite stick, and also I spent the last week cleansing this deck. I love this deck. I do. It's one of my favorites. It has just very interesting like designs with the tarot cards. Like, look at this, cute. Just interesting. But I feel like a certain energy has possessed this fucking deck. So I don't know. Just felt like I need to cleanse it and bring it back to me. Okay? So with that being said, y'all, I also saw 112, so 112 was on the clock. I don't know if anybody here has like an angel number that aligns with that, or if that's like a number that resonates with you. Okay, I see the death card here. Holy crap, you guys, there's something going on in your energy. And see, that's the other thing too, where I'm like, I also feel like people probably just need to know why you've been feeling off. I might title the reading, why you recently been feeling off. Also 144 on the clock. If I remember, we'll see. Also still getting ready in the morning too, guys. Brother. So let's get into it. What does the collective need to know? So the first card that came out is the Empress. So what you guys need to know at this time is, it honestly feels like the honest to God perception of you. You guys here watching with 222 on the clock, y'all are innovators, okay? Creatives, because the Empress is a feminine energy, and we create in feminine energy. You know, that's why an artist has like a lazy schedule. It's really like a feminine schedule. Like, it's chaotic. It's maybe perhaps unpredictable. It's not rigid and disciplined like masculine energy. It's free flowing. So there's more to create. There's more space, more room to create. And for you guys, you're embodying this beautiful energy because you've done the inner work. You've done the inner work. Feels like you've come to is the term grip or grits? Like you just know who you are. You know who the fuck you are. And you know where you're trying to go. You have goals that you've set for yourself. And now you're just in the process of, excuse me, I had to like crack my back. But now you're just trying to get yourself there. All right, 3, 2, 1 on the clock. Next card that comes out here is the Two of Swords, but I do see there's some confusion. 333, also 331 as well, around a situation that has ended recently. Or it may not even have been recent. This is Two of Swords, Spirit. It's the 3 of Wands, so this is a situation that you've either ghosted, it feels like, with the 3 of Wands, or just distanced yourself. It's very healthy though, because it doesn't feel like it's coming from a bad place. It doesn't feel like it's coming from a source of like, oh, I want this person to grovel for me, so I'm gonna treat them like this. It's like, I need peace and you can't provide that for me, so I'm gonna go find it elsewhere. Like, that's this energy. 3 of Wands, some of you guys have even traveled away just to get away from someone or an energy or a source or a place. Like, this could be an old town. Some of you might have moved away from your hometown, and you may be feeling as of late a lot of energy, and it could be coming from the people that you left behind, because it feels like when you walked away or when you were guided away, like, I am getting a very heavy energy of you guys left a situation for your peace, for your own well-being, and that is exactly what you were supposed to do. But this thing that you've walked away from is crumbling because you unknowingly, you were the source of support for this community, for this establishment, for the, like, it's like, and I'm sorry if this triggers somebody, but I am kind of getting the vibe of like, some of you might have grown up in a small town, and the second you walked away, the second you, maybe you moved to a big city, maybe you moved all the way across the country, because maybe you sensed that you weren't going to reach your full potential there. Unknowingly to you, these people were like gossiping about you behind your back. They were talking about you because you were the odd man out. Like, you were the one in that community that had goals for themselves, dreams and aspirations that realistically you could do. Like, maybe some of you have a dream that you don't feel is realistic. Like, maybe some of you have a dream of becoming like a full-time artist, right? And for the people of that town, that's unrealistic of a dream, because none of them have even half the talent that you possess in your pinky finger. Okay. I also saw an angel number 543 on the clock. But you, right, defying all odds, despite what they were saying about you behind your back, despite the negative psychic attacks, you still you're accomplishing those goals, or you've already accomplished those goals, or you're heading down that path. And it really just seems like it's a matter of time before you get what you are owed, what you deserve. Okay. And these people at one point in time needed your light, to keep their community afloat. You gave everybody something to bond over, whether they were conservative or liberal or whatever, right? No matter what their political stances were, they bonded over the fact that they wanted to shit on you because you possess something that all of them combined in that room do not have, and that's spirit, and that's source. That's literally God's love and creation. That's what they're so envious of, because you have a natural talent of channeling that energy. And these people can only look at you like, damn, where are they getting their ideas from? Where's the collective like going off to when they're by themselves? Why do they come back with brilliant ideas? Like, these people, got together and shitted on you. That's kind of the vibe. And you help them stay close. You help them stay together because they had a common enemy, even though you are no one's enemy. Okay, and no one's your enemy, babe. They're beefing with God. There's no one-on-one. There's no, you have nothing to say to me. You have nothing to do with me specifically, but you can talk to my creator because he'll set you straight. All right. Tower card. It feels like these people's lives are being destroyed, and that's kind of the feeling. And I do get a heavy projection kind of energy, because some of these people with the 10 of Swords, they're learning something here about themselves. With the 9 of Pentacles, they're learning that their habits and actions are not aligning with what their goals are. So some of these people have, like, let's say some of these people, and this is just an example, let's say some of these people have a weight loss goal, right? Except they continuously overeat and they order fast food. They'll set a goal for themselves, like, okay, I want to lose 2 pounds a month, but they don't cut any of their bad habits. So they're just in the same cycle. And now they've introduced an element of self-guilt and self-hate for not being able to stick with a goal, with a plan that they've set for themselves, with not being able to be honest with themselves. Like, they're losing out on self-trust here, because these people are kind of obsessed. It's a obsession kind of energy where they're really fascinated by you, and it's not even an unhealthy obsession. Like, it's the same kind of obsession the British people have over their royal family. Okay, it's like a parasocial relationship type of obsession, but it's destined for you. Like, you are destined to be someone who people like love and worship, almost like an authority figure, because you hold that kind of power. You have that kind of power. But these people need to learn how to, first of all, deal with it. And if you're not grasping that yet, let me explain it to you in a different way. These people got together to shit on you, whether it was a community, a friend group, heavy on the friend group, if not a whole community. And if it resonates for you, because you just got a vibe, or you've always just intuitively sensed that behind your back people were talking about you. And no, it's because they were threatened, because they do find you to be attractive, because they do think you're pretty, because they do find you fascinating and smart. Like, they know, like, oh, this person's gonna go somewhere and this person's gonna do something. It doesn't, like, maybe we don't know what, but we know this person is destined for something great, right? And these people feel like they do not have that same destiny. Some of them could have tried to destiny swap with you. Some of them could have tried to, you know, attack you, your character, heavily on your character. But know that when they were in those spaces, in that energy, they found a whole community of people that shared the same triggeredness. And that's why I brought up a political thing earlier. Is like, I think in this country, you know, it's really like, there's red and then there's blue, right? And if you're red, you stay with the reds, and if you're blue, you stay with the blues. But you give these people something to bond over, and I need you to understand how insane that is, right? We're talking about a political party that's existed for who knows how, I don't know, okay? Like, two political parties, 11 that have been at war with each other, basically, Democrats and Republicans, for like who knows how long. I don't know, like since before the Civil War. Okay, I obviously don't know much about politics. But I know that we've been in a bi-party system for a very long time. And those rifts on a micro scale, like level, like on an individual level, still gives them reason to beef with each other. But they're willing to put that aside to hate on you. That's how powerful you are. Okay, something that's been in place for centuries, your presence seems to expel, right? Because whether they're one side or the other, they're full of shit and you're not. And that's why they bond over you. Whether they're, you know, like, whether they have hyper progressive values or whether they're extremely conservative, either way, they're full of shit. And they're willing to, like, you trigger them to the point where they're like, I don't even care about my usual stick up my ass routine. I don't even care about acting like I give a fuck about what people do with their time and energy. And I'm gonna put that aside to hit on this bitch who minds their own business, who looks too damn good all the time, who loves themselves from an authentic source, and who can love me and those around them, right? Like, that's tough. That's heavy energy, first of all, to be thrown at you, but then to have it thrown at you, and then you gotta just move about your day, about your business, go to work because you got bills to pay, go to the gym because you're trying to take care of yourself. That was a little too close to the mirror, but anyways, you guys get what I'm saying, right? Like, whether you mean to or not, whether you care or not, these people are up in your energy, definitely not minding their own business and wondering what you're up to. Okay. Yeah, heavy projection energy. Okay, just a lot of projection energy here. And I do get like a community, but for some of you, it may not be a community. It could just be like a small town or like a friend group. Oh, and this is tying back to the comment that I made about power. So if you're having a hard time believing like you're someone destined for fame or power or whatever, like let's say, you know, you're someone who's meant to be a queen one day or a king, or, you know, like, right? Let's say you're struggling to understand, like, how is that like my destiny when I do not feel worthy of that. 1414. Know that that was a decision made by God even before you were born, right? That was a decision made by God. It's out of your hands. That's the first part of understanding like why you were chosen. It's honestly not about what you feel you deserve, but it's about what God decided for you. And then the second part of this is, if you have the power to be the center, like if people place you in positions of power even without knowing, like subconsciously this whole community placed you as their source of power, as in like you were the thing that bonded everybody together, whether it was a group of people, whether it was an entire community for some of you. Like, know that that's how powerful your presence is. That people felt so threatened, so fucking threatened by you, without you doing a single thing, without you even trying to be menacing. Okay, if you tried, that would be on another level, but you aren't even trying. You're not attempting to. You're just like living your life, and they're that bothered by you, and they're that threatened by you, even before you realize your own potential, even before you reached your final level. Okay, in just the beginning stages of your journey, they were that threatened by you. Just know, like, that was a sign. That's a sign that you were destined for power. That was a sign that, and they knew it before you did. All right, like, there's this, like, let's say we live in a world where everybody has a gem on their back and mirrors don't exist. So the only way you know what kind of gem you have on your back is if somebody tells you. And your whole life, you've been thinking on your back, you're carrying around coal, right? Coal. Everyone tells you, oh, like, you'll look at someone and you're like, oh, you have jasper, and they'll look at you and they'll be like, oh, you have coal on your back, right? Until finally one day, you meet like a wise old sage, or you find a mirror for the first time in your life, and you notice that what's on your back was never coal. You've wondered, maybe, like, all this time, like, maybe it's rubies, maybe it's what's the one that starts with an E? Emerald. You thought maybe it's, like opal, fuck it, rose quartz. You'd be happy if it was a rose quartz. But you'd always hear it was coal. It's coal. It's this lump of black rock on your back, not even an actual fucking gem. And then you find out the whole fucking time it was a diamond. It was a diamond. And you're like, why wouldn't they tell me? Like, like, I would have told them, and I would have been so happy for them. That's because they were jealous of you. That's because they couldn't be happy for you. They couldn't be happy for you because I would be putting on an act. That would be literally playing like they're your fam when they're actually just an enemy of yours. At least in the sense, at least they took up the guesswork and wondering. Like, now you don't need to wonder if they like you secretly. They do. They're still not worth your time, though. Oh my gosh, y'all, the sun. Like, I need to move this to the side before I lose my sight. But anyways, guys, like, that's what's going on here. These people are not your friends, first of all, so it's a good thing that you left the space, the area. Don't ever go back. And then second of all, it's like you are someone for power, and that's the confirmation. That's the biggest confirmation you'll ever receive. Okay, and try not to take it so personally, but allow the process to unfold for you. So we got the Hierophant card in reverse. Okay, and then we also got the 10 of Wands in reverse. So there is a specific person as well coming through. Yeah, this is somebody that feels very rejected by you. This is somebody who feels like they went against their own intuition. This person feels like they were not listening to God's guidance either. Here with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, somebody feels like they could have had an opportunity to work with angels that they rejected, and or decided to work with demonic energies, low vibrational people, instead of what feels like was the correct path for them. And this person feels like they're definitely suffering from that, because now they're in this cycle here with the 10 of Wands, where they're kind of like just so burdened. They feel very burdened at this time. Like, there's so much extra pressure on their back, and they're just like trying to, walk through life with their head up, but there's just so much shit carrying them down, because this person with the Queen of Cups, it definitely feels like they miss you. This person definitely misses you here with the Magician card in reverse. I just found it flipped up in the opposite direction than all the other cards, and it's like, this person chose, they knew that, like, this person chose to act the way that they did. They knew that they were gonna miss you. They knew that you were a good match for them. They knew that you were also probably too good for them, and that they needed to rise to the call in order to treat you correctly, in order to be someone that's worth your time, in order to be worthy of you. That they knew that they needed to change little vibrational ways, and this person chose not to. They chose to go against, it feels like they chose to go against God's wishes. Like, that's how this person feels, is like they were handed an opportunity by God to them, and they were like, nah. Like, there's really no excuse, guys. This person wanted to play games, they wanted to mess around, they didn't want to commit, they wanted to just act a fool, and they felt like no matter what, you weren't gonna like walk away from them, so why should they wisen up, basically. Now this person feels like they're coming in with a level of wisdom and intellect here with the King of Swords in the upright. This person feels like now they're actually much more mature than they were when they were dealing with you. This person feels like they had a lot of experiences that woke them up, very eye-opening experiences here. However, it feels like a big part of what helped them wisen up was your prayers. A lot of you could have prayed to God to cut this cord with this person. A lot of you could have prayed to God to move on from the situation. I just get the sense that you started praying to God to move away from them, and they started praying to God to move closer to you. And now God is going to honor and respect your wishes, but reject and deny theirs. Because this person, it's like a little too late for them to have a union with you, but I do feel like they will probably find someone. I feel like they'll be able to find someone, but it doesn't even matter, because the only person on this person's heart is you. This person doesn't want to move on. This person wants to, they feel like even if they found someone else, even if they moved on, they'll never be able to forget about you. They'll never be able to forget your taste, the way that you look, the way that you are, who you are as a person. Like, it feels like they know they could find someone else and they could be just as happy, but that person will never measure up to you. Like, no matter who this person is, they will not be you. And this person doesn't even want to try to see if they'll be happier in another connection here with the Six of Swords. This person definitely feels like they're being guided away from you. 222, 2222, and it has a lot to do with the fact that you're not interested in them. You're in a much more balanced energy. Yeah, but this person feels like they're not gonna be happy again until they work things out with you specifically. I feel like maybe even too, this person doesn't have a authentic or a good source of, like, maybe they don't have a solid connection with God themselves, and that's why they want to come back to you, because they know that you do, and that you could assist them or you could help them and support them in some kind of way with connecting with source energy. And this person feels like they'll either regress back to their old ways without you, or they'll like fall off. I don't know. This person, either way, they feel like they need you specifically, and they're not really, I'm like wondering like why they wouldn't just try to move on and give you your peace. Honestly, it just feels like, because I don't think this person really cares about your peace. They care more about what they want out of the situation here with the Justice card in reverse. Yeah, this person doesn't even care that you're trying to move on. They almost want to come back because you're trying to move on here. This person doesn't want you to lose interest here with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength card. This person yeah, like I said, this person, it just kind of feels like they don't really care about what you want, but only about what they want. Guys, can you believe it? It's 111, bitch. It's 111. That's crazy. Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap up the reading here. We got the Nine of Cups 2 and then the Five of Swords. Yeah, you guys, I think more than anything though, this person does just want to apologize. There definitely is some ill intent here, I sense. This person doesn't have good intentions for you. This person doesn't have good intentions for you, to be completely honest. But so definitely work on never talking to them again. But yeah, they're just kind of like feeling like with the Ace of Swords and the King or the Knight of Cups, it's just like they feel like they will not really be able to find rest in this situation until they make some kind of peace with you. And that's a big part of why they want to come back and why they want to talk to you and whatnot. This person wants to maybe even manipulate you into thinking that they're a smarter, wiser version of themselves. To be honest, I'm not really getting that from this person. They don't care about you. Sorry guys, I saw 1-1-2 and 1-1-2. It's just like, I don't know, they don't really care about what you want. They only care about what they want, and then it's giving very narcissistic kind of tendencies. Just energy. It's like this person doesn't care about your happiness or what you want, your pleasure. It's all about them and what they can get out of you. And that's kind of what they really care about at the end of the day. They care about what they want. It doesn't matter if you don't want them. Like, it literally doesn't even occur to this person that you don't want them the way that they want you. They'll still try to have their way. And that's the biggest red flag anyone can ever show you. So anyways, guys, with that being said, continue to ignore this person, keep them blocked if they're blocked, and just, yeah, you know, keep your peace about you, keep your prayer game up, babe. Hope to see you guys in another video. I have a music channel, not a music channel, a Spotify, and just I'm on other streaming services as well. I make music, in case anyone's curious, so check that out. If you made it this far in the video, might as well. Yeah, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.